So I'm just in the middle of testing a strategy, okay? And you can see a few things on my chart. I really just have a 50 period EMA, the bull bear power void, and the Heiken Ashi Algo Oscillator, okay? Just those three things on my chart. And what I've been testing is this hardcore strategy that literally gets you the entire move, okay? And you need to wait for 2 parts in the setup. Now, do not try this on your own. There are certain settings I am using with the algo as well as with the bull bear power void. All right, I just wanted to show you guys why there's certain videos that I'm putting out first and there's certain videos that I'm not putting out just yet, okay? I want you guys to understand support and resistance. I want you guys to understand trend lines, stuff like that, okay? You need to understand these things because without knowing what they are, you guys trade in different markets. You could be trading in Forex, indices, and whatever, or crypto, and without knowing what those things are about, then your trades will fail. You will know that you do not have the proper setup. So I'm back testing something repeatedly today, and I'll do the same thing again tomorrow. And it's probably going to be a good week or so before I can actually release this. I want to make sure this works, this like fully works, right? So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for price to close below or above my EMA, right? Whatever it's supposed to be doing. At the same time, I am looking for obviously tradable volume to the upside, a green background with a green volume bar, and it needs to be obviously outside the void, right? Also, I've changed my settings in my Heiken Ashi Algo. I need my candles to be opening and closing inside of this trend cloud, right? So I'm going to look for a move to the upside right now, right? And I need I need my stochastic as well. It needs to be in this overbought area. This is what I keep telling you, people. This does not mean overbought. It's just called that, and a lot of people think it is. It means it's overbought, right? So the stochastic is not where it needs to be. My price is not closing above my 50 yet. Here it is, my price is closing above my 50. Stochastic is not high enough just yet, okay? I still have this black area here, and I do not have a tradable area in my volume. I still have a black background here, right? Here. Now, I have a tradable amount of volume here. My stochastic has entered that area. I broke above my plus 10, right? So I'm above plus 10. I am above the average RSI. I'm inside this cloud. The stochastic is up here. I have tradable volume, and I've closed above my 50 period EMA. This is a perfect setup. So what do? Here, I enter for a long position, right? I enter a long position. I look for my low. Now my low is going to be the very first Heiken Ashi candle that came the other way and crossed above the average RSI. It cannot have a lower wick, all right? So if you try using this one, it's got a wick on the bottom, nothing here. These do not cross above the average RSI, okay? This is above average momentum, which means this is my low. This is going to be my low period right here, right? So I'll set this as my swing low. There. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all that from my screen. I'm going to shrink this down, and let's see how this works. This is the strategy. Using my Fibonacci tool set up with the way that I set it up, right? I'm simply going to take the Fibonacci tool and start it down here at the open of this candle at my low, and I'm going to set it on the close of my entry candle, okay? Go like that. Now, I am moving my take profit all the way to take profit 3, right there. Now, what happens here? This would be a 1.72 move or 67.22 pips, I think it is, right? Or I'm not sure what it'll come out to. And I'm just going to drag this out. Now, what I like about this, I already tested it a few times, and I like how this works out, okay? Just watch how this plays out. Let's get into this. It's climbing really hard. It's testing off of that 50 period over and over and over again, right? It's just testing it. Right. Come on. Come on. Show daddy some money. Let's go. Didn't quite get there yet. Okay. So it's still got more moves to make, right? All right. Let's go. I'm waiting for take profit 3, and it's right there. Take profit 3 ends up hitting it. Okay. So there's take profit 3. Now, the curious part of this is that not only does it consistently keep moving in that direction, okay, it just consistently moves in that direction. It did it over a period of, let's see how long that took. That would have been 3 hours on a 1 minute time, on a 1 minute chart. Okay, so you would have been able to set that, walk away from your trade. 3 hours later, your trade would have finished, and you would have had 1 3/4% better, better in your account. Now, the interesting thing is this. Look at what happens when I just let price play out. What is it doing? It looks like it's falling, right? Okay, it's a little bit more push to the upside, more push to the upside. We have more tests, and we're falling. I see a couple of tests underneath the 50. This is a range, and it drops back down. Let me put this here, right? There, okay? So we entered into a new range with new lows, essentially. So price really broke above this level. It broke above this level a few times, but by majority, it stayed below it. Look, most of the price level is down here, okay? It broke above right here, and then it entered into this kind of unsafe area. So if we look at the, what do you call it? The RSI value and the stochastic value in this area, right? I just want to, let's do this. I want to see what this looks like in the RSI here. I want to look at it here, and I want to look at it here. All right, let's see what this looks like in the RSI. We don't need the bull bear. It's down. Now, the RSI is what? Here, the RSI reaches that overbought area. Stochastic is in that overbought area, so you don't want to be entering here, but price moved up into that area. Also, in this area right here, you have a divergence. You have a high and a low. You have a high and a high. So you have a clear divergence telling you you're going to fall. Now, what happens over here? You have a high and a higher high, but here you have a high and a low. So that means everything that took place above this price level ended up being divergences. So you literally would have caught this trade from the beginning to the end and were able to walk away from all of this unsafe area. So this is a strategy that I'm working on that gets you in from here to here without having to sit at your chart, and it works on a 1 minute time frame. I just did it in front of you. Okay. Also, when I was back testing it, I was able to get this to this point and this little bit to this point because it was a reset of the trade. So just want to let you guys know what it is that I'm working on. That is soon to come, I hope. But again, I do want to spend more time testing it out, and we'll see how that works. If it works for me, I will pass it along. But in the meantime, the next video you have coming from me is how to draw trend lines using the bull bear power volume oscillator. Peace out, people. See you next time at the coffee shop.